We are back with another war video today, and this is going to be war number 1 of new season 56. Oh, if I press play. This is going to be a fairly long war. I have 8 fights total. We're going up against the Alliance PBT, who had a merger with PYCB. And yeah, PYCB was docked last season, so probably not the cleanest alliance, and we usually do lose to them. But we have a big war, like I said. We have 8 fights. Probably brand new rank 4 Photon is going to be used this war. White Magneto, and then Ironheart. There are some very challenging fights on this war. I do well in some of them, and I do poorly in the other ones. But first up here, we have Patriot. This should be a pretty easy fight. You have to play around the falter, and then besides that, it should be pretty easy. So I'm aware once I hit 10 hits, I will get a falter on me, and I won't be able to hit him. I'm using White Magneto mainly because I just wanted his pre-fights for later, and there's no reason he can't do this fight. So as you can see, 10 hits. I see the falters coming. We're going to wait it out. Parry, heavy again. Patriot is a very easy defender. I don't know if I would place him. I don't place him. But yeah, bait out special ones. Ideally, here he doesn't really want to play ball. I'm trying to get spacing. If he threw the special 2, it would have been the worst thing in the world. I just didn't practice the punishing of it. So it might have been a bit annoying for that reason. So this fight is going to take way longer than it should have. But here we go. I'm going to throw this again. Punish. Throw our special 2. Decent damage there. Punish. Relic. I think we're going to heavy here. I'm at 28 hits. I'm going to go in and hit him once, then throw the special. Falters back. We're nearing the end now. Now we finally get a big crit, and he's down. So, way longer than it would have been, but I didn't want to rank 3 White Magneto for a joke of a fight like that. There's a very good chance I rank 3 him in the future. Next up, we have Dust here versus Ironheart. Every time Dust has a bleed applied to her, she applies a dust on you, I believe, is how it works. So I wanted to use someone who applied Incinerate on every single hit, and Ironheart does that. Now we are going to get a ton of exhaustions on us, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it will make the fight a bit slower because we are basically never going to crit. I want to do mediums only as the sand gets placed, and then mediums apply the Incinerate. I figured the mediums would apply after the bleed, or the Incinerate would apply after the bleed, but apparently it goes Incinerate, then bleed for this node. So you're going to see I'll have one every now and then. But as long as I have my ruptures roll or my tracking up, I shouldn't get any dust on me from blocking attacks. Now, I didn't throw any special attacks here, and the reason for that is I wasn't sure if the special attack hits would also apply bleeds, and then I'd be in a little bit of trouble with a bunch of hits not applying Incinerate and applying a bunch of bleeds, which could have led to Sandstorm stuff starting, which obviously I don't want to deal with. Now, the special 3 only technically counts as 1 hit, so I wasn't worried about that applying, 1 dust potentially. I think at some point I do go for the kill with the special 2, but I don't remember when that is. Again, this is the first war, so it was a while ago. I've been very busy this past weekend. But here we go. Here things are starting to be really slow, so I am starting to throw some light attacks, even though that was not the plan. Here we throw the special 2, as I hope this would kill. And it gets close, and then she goes down. So we didn't get any special attack or getting dust on us from that attack. So I do need to check to see if it's maybe just basic attacks only. Next up, we have Wong here. We're going to be using Photon. I did place a White Magneto. This is the node that doesn't allow any debuffs or buffs to be applied for the first 30 seconds. It's a long amount of time. So yeah, I did the White Magneto just so, you know, Wong didn't start charging a bunch of heavies, gaining a bunch of power, and go red. And you'll notice my damage is a lot better at the beginning. I think it's because... I don't think it's because. I think it's because his spell... No, they start working here. So yeah, he starts regenning some of the energy damage, which gets super annoying. So I gotta get stalled here until the debuffs start going away. But yeah, you can see he's regenerating a good amount of the energy damage. So this fight was way slower than I would have liked it to be. I'm trying to bait special ones only. I am aware he'll go unstoppable if I trigger a buff or he has a chance to. I do want to still heavy him when he gets up around 90 charges. There, I'm a half second too early, but I hit him here. That's fine. Bait out this special one. Throw our special 2, get a couple crits, and he's close to being down. And then I'm going to trigger my Pure Light Form to get out of here, and he goes down. So, a little slower than I would have liked, but not too challenging. Next, we have Shocker here. I'm again going to use Photon. I'm going to place a Wags just so I can reliably parry at the beginning. And that's so when I do accidentally apply a debuff again, or if I accidentally parry, he won't get a big power gain from him because Photon's debuffs, when I hit him with the debuff, he also gets a Petrify. Here, I'm throwing... I don't think I have a good reason for throwing the Power Star one on, to be honest. I'm very low already on invols because I'm bad. But here, again, fight's pretty easy. You want to make sure we bait out special 2s only. We need to get an intercept if he gets over his 50 charges. The Wong pre-fight, or the Wong buff obviously plays a factor here as well. Here, I'm not too worried if he gets too many of the punctures, as I'm pretty tanky, but I do want to watch out for it a bit. But as you can see, he's going down fast. This special 2 is going to end the fight. So yeah, 50k part of that hit. Absolutely smashed it. So pretty easy, especially for a big chunky Shocker. Our next fight, oh, I think this one's brutal. This one had an interaction I wasn't aware of. I do decide to go with the Power Start 1. Again, mainly because I don't think this fight needs anything else. Rintrah, or Photon, is neutralize immune when duped, so there's very unlikely that he's going to go to a special 3. Now, I don't want him to regen too much. So, besides that, it should be pretty easy. I want to punish his specials when I can. That way I pause my Pure Light Form. Now, I did not know he was going to go unstoppable the entire time he got rooted, which was very annoying because I basically couldn't hit him anytime he was rooted. And then obviously I don't want to get rooted myself, as that will do a lot of damage to me. And he'll get a lot of regens. So this fight, I really wanted to play smart about this spacing when the root was coming up. And it just drags this fight out for literally forever. Here, he roots himself. Again, I don't want to hit him because I'll get ruptures on me. So, but again, he's not going to get any mystical charges. Here, we're going to punish this. Go for the special 2. No crits, unfortunately. Punish this. Here, rooted again. Again, we can't hit him. Yeah, this fight is absolutely miserable. I think I need to think about this fight next time on who we send here. Because, yeah, this fight is so bad. Yeah, I'm just going to let the rest of this play out. I have no commentary. And the fight is over. So, yeah, that was really fun. So, 2.5 minute fight. Yeah, we gotta come up with something better. Next up, one of the fights I was most worried about. We have an Enchantress here, a rank 4 Enchantress on this node 40, which is the Mixmaster one. It's the one where your parries don't stick. So my plan is to do my best to alternate combos. I can very comfortably heavy punish her heavy attack, so I am planning to do that as well. I do want to push her to special 3s only if possible. So yeah. So again, she starts with the miss one. We're in pure light form, so we're not going to miss. We just need her to throw a heavy, which she really didn't want to do at the beginning. So this made me very nervous to start. But we'd hit that. And then we'll get a heavy punish, get her knocked down. And that hit into block did insane amount of damage, which was very impressive. And again, whenever we do hit into block, we want to make sure we just do a medium light. Now, the annoying part for this node is it's going to be annoying to intercept her. I could alternate. Nah, even then, it's going to be super hard. So, yeah. First special 2 comes out. She's still playing nice and not throwing her special 1 into her block. I'm going to heavy punish again. We're going to medium, light, medium, relic, medium, light, and she's going to throw a special 3. We have an invul on, of course, so we're going to tank this. Medium, light, medium. Throw our special 2. We got pure light form, so this is going to do big damage. We have power backs on. Medium, light, medium, light, special 2, and down she goes. So really happy with that overall. You know, 1.5 minutes for a rank 4 is not bad in any way. Our next 2 fights are, as you can see, none of the fights have been too terrible so far. Well, Rintrah was just long. These next 2 fights are rough, and I was not super confident of them to begin with. But yeah, this Medusa one, I would 100% not assign again. I knew Medusa was tactic, and Photon's obviously not. For some reason, I thought if I punished her, I don't really have a good excuse. But I play pretty bad. Obviously, she's going to get a ton of Furies, and then she's going to auto-block me. Now, the thought was that if I got auto-blocked with Photon, I would just, you know, go invisible. I am going to do a good job of not getting unstoppable on me at the beginning. Now, one thing I didn't know, which I do now know, is that she only parries, like, your second attack. So if you hit her once while she has her ton of Furies, you're safe. So that would have made this better. Because you're going to see I get parried a lot. And I did want to keep punishing her special 1s to pause my pure light form, though, too. And then, obviously, I'm playing around the unstoppable. I shouldn't lose, or as long as I'm in my pure light form, I won't miss. But yeah, she's And here I should try to punish, but again, I want to make sure she doesn't get unstoppable. So she's unblockable now. We're dexing out of it, but now her pure light form's gone. So that, yeah, that kind of sucks. And here I accidentally let her get unstoppable. And then when she has the unstoppable, I have the falter coming. Now my mediums won't get faltered, but everything else will miss. Like my heavy. And she's unstoppable again. So this fight that we were very close to finishing is now getting very dangerous. We're going to get faltered again. I try and go for an intercept and I miss. There, I get the unstoppable though. She's going to auto block my special too though. And yeah, we're in a really bad spot. So I'm going to try and get out of here again. We get our unstoppable. I'm just heavying only, obviously. Here I should have just threw a special one. There she went unstoppable, and I could have easily played around that. My specials are also unblockable, so I should have just threw a special there when pure light form. But yeah, we get out of there. Not pretty. Don't assign that. Yeah, that's my only comment on that. Oop. And then we have our final fight, and I play this pretty bad. Not pretty bad. I play this absolutely awful. I've never fought Zola before anywhere in war. I didn't do EQ. And I didn't buy the deal, so I didn't have a way to duel him either. And that is going to become very apparent by how poorly I played. Now, I did watch a couple of videos on him to try and understand how to fight him. But, you know, playing him in-game is very different than watching a video. And I'm going to make a ton of mistakes. We do have the invul on, and I had to re-invul because the Medusa fight took forever. And yeah, the strategy is to get our incinerates up, which allow us to parry non-contact, and then we can knock down Zola. That's the main reason we assigned her here. Now, his medium seemed very shallow. And here I'm dumb and think, oh, I have my incinerate, I can parry, which I definitely can't. So there goes 40% of my health. I now have my 5 incinerates, so I can parry. Now, I can only parry when the stun thing's on cooldown, and I'm going to decide to be bad and do that mistake as well. Here, I knew you could punish the special too, but I dashed in too early, again, because I've never fought him before. And then I re-parry when the stun was not on cooldown. So now, he's at 80%, I'm at 27%. I'm like, oh man, this is really bad. And I got to remember to still knock him down so he doesn't get his little charge things. I'm trying to throw special ones only, just to keep my incinerates rolling. Ideally, I do want to push him to special 2s only, just because it doesn't seem to do that much damage. And then the special one, then he gets a bunch of energizers, and I'm just stuck just baiting specials constantly. But turning things around a bit. We still are very low on health, though. And again, those special 2s do a couple bit of damage every time. Here, I really need him to dash at me. And he decides he doesn't want to play ball. I have my regen kick in, thankfully. We get the special 2 off. But yeah, now we're at 12% health. And he's at 12, 10. So it's close. His charges are getting high. I'm going to heavy him. Here comes the special 2. The disintegration again is going to do some damage. We're going to dash in. This special 2 does almost nothing. And then he finally trickles down, and we get out of there with 7% health. So yeah, that was absolutely brutal. I'm glad I get out of there. As you can see, Andrew, Trevor, I'd solo. That was part of the reason I didn't die, because Andrew... I told Andrew at 100% solo, and then after I only took off 15% health, I thought I was going to die and embarrass myself. But yeah, we get the solo. So 8 fights. Besides the last 2, they were all pretty good. So I'll be better against Zola next time. But yeah, this war we did end up winning. I can't remember what the score was. Maybe I think we had over 10, like 11. And they ended up with 18-ish, I think. So we won fairly comfortably, but obviously 12 deaths is not great. It is a new map. So we're still learning stuff, but hopefully we can pick it up though and do better in the next couple wars. But that is going to do it for this video though. Thank you for watching.